Man, the internet be crazy, you know? Like, there's like 8-second clips on the internet going around, and people are forming complete thoughts and opinions about them in the comments just by based off of seeing like an 8-second clip. You don't even get to see what happened in the beginning. You don't even get to see what happened in the end. It's an 8-second clip. It's just like this selective clip, and you're like, oh my gosh, everybody in the comments is just like, oh yeah, this happened. I'm forming this opinion right now. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This person deserves this person deserves that. Why did that person do that? This person's an idiot. This person's a moron. This person's a genius. I don't know. It's only like an 8-second clip. It's clearly selective. What happened at the beginning? What happened at the end? We don't know. Like, we just don't know. But this brings me to my next thought. So I feel like more and more people are not holding the internet accountable. They're not questioning, going, hey, where's the beginning? Where's the end? There's only like a very few people doing that. It used to be like more widespread, but now it's kind of like, you kind of see it in the comments every now and then where people are like questioning, like, hey, I want to see the beginning, curious of what happened, right? Like, of course, I think a curious mind would definitely be curious of what happened. Like, I want to know what happened sometimes, like leading up to a certain event. I think it's a natural curiosity before we form a full, like, formed opinion on something. Like, what happened? What was the full context? What led up to? What was the aftermath? Why? Was the person just being a moron? Was the person justified? Who knows? Are there any, is there anything that's justified in certain cases? I don't know. But I guess this brings me to my next point. So I feel like when the internet like first came out, there were way more people holding the internet like in its actions, or I don't know, just people's actions on the internet accountable. And people used to be like, you got that from the internet? And it used to be like this like thing of like, oh, it's on the internet, it must be true. And more people are getting interweaved into the internet and then starting to believe what they see and questioning less and less. Which is, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good route to take. I feel like questioning things more and more is like the way to go sometimes before you form an opinion. And it's okay to not have an answer. It's okay to like not really form an opinion too much on something if you don't really know or verify what's actually going on. And this leads me to my next point. Sorry, I keep saying that, but what I am noticing too, like on these news programs, is they are starting to, or not starting to, they have been taking people's quotes on like Twitter and on like just anywhere on the internet, and like something that's like trending. I'm gonna call it trending in quotes, because essentially what happens is there's a topic that is trending on, I don't know, let's say X or whatever, in the internet. There's a topic that's trending. You can see that it's trending by viewing, stats, algorithms, how many people are liking it, how many people are commenting on similar things. That becomes a trending topic, right? And the media outlets are actually picking these trending topics up and making them newsworthy. Like, obviously, some of them are newsworthy, don't get me wrong, but most of these, like the biggest issue I have of things that are supposed to be newsworthy that are trending, these are coming from like unverified accounts. So I guess what I mean by that is I can walk up to a random stranger on the street and tell them to create an X account, and they don't have to verify their identity at all. They don't have to tell X who they are. X doesn't even know if they're real. Like, Facebook doesn't even know if you're real. There's really no way to verify yourself, I guess, unless there's like a check mark next to your name. But just because there's a check mark next to your name, does that even mean you're a verified person? So what is the issue? What is the problem with that? Well, let's say there's 1 million unverified accounts on the X platform. Let's say there's 1 million unverified accounts that aren't real people on the Facebook platform. Let's say 500,000 of those accounts start talking about the same thing, and they get a topic to trend on the news and they make it newsworthy. I mean, there have been a couple examples I can think of. Like, I think I remember there was this like controversy of the Starbucks cups. They didn't want to choose red or something, and they're like abandoning the holidays. I don't know. It was something like, to me that was just silly, but I don't remember anybody that I knew actually talk about that. All I heard was the news talking about it. I didn't know anybody actually talking about that or anybody actually offended about that. And I guess that's like my big issue is just because it's trending on the internet, does it really is it really trending? Because we don't even know if these people getting a topic to trend, we don't even know if these people are real. Yet we're putting them on the news, broadcasting it to millions of viewers, and then in turn, are these people not real getting something to trend, but then the news actually gets it to trend and makes it newsworthy? I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of like controversy that's being reported on the news that's being taken off of these social media accounts because people are saying it. Well, the problem is if most of these people aren't even real and they're just trying to form a narrative, then are they really newsworthy? Well, now they are. Now everybody knows about them. But you got to ask yourself the question, is anybody I know even really like talking about this before the news was? Or is the news just talking about this because they saw it trending on social media? I don't know. That's my like rambling thought for the day. I hope I was coherent. I don't know, but I think I got the kind of like the gist of the point across, but I don't know. Have you ever experienced something like on the media where you watched it and you're like, I don't remember anybody I know. Like I run across a lot of people, but I don't remember anybody I know talking about this. Why is this newsworthy? I don't remember anybody being mad or angry. It's almost like people are just getting mad or angry at the news and going, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. But like when you really reflect, is it only on the news that's making this a topic? Or is this an actual topic that you are experiencing in real life? Ask yourself that question. I don't know. But anyway, I'll see you in the next one.